it will interfere even if after the knowledge has taken place. When has some insight about the Vastu because of Shraddha, because of the capacity of a teacher. It's okay. Leave it. I know what it is. Teacher being a Shrotriya Brahmanishtha, and if student has Shraddha and therefore the mind is focused, may get some insight, some glimpse. Cannot hold on to the knowledge. The unconscious will not let the person enjoy the fruits of knowledge. It will intervene so that the knowledge doesn't take place. That is Kashaya. And then, this is Viparita Bhavana. To address this, to resolve that, one has to do Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana, in a way, there is no much difference between Shravanam and Nididhyasana. It is like, in a way, extension or another form of Shravanam. Shravanam is done with the help of teacher. And what you understood at the feet of the teacher, you call that knowledge to have bearing upon you when in a quieter moment. Somebody had asked Puj Swamiji about his meditation class. You are telling the same thing. What you told yesterday in the class, you are telling the same thing. Etc. Only thing is Dirghaswara, Dirghagati, very slowly you tell. Otherwise it is same. Then why to do meditation? I don't want to attend meditation classes. Because what you told yesterday in the class, same thing tomorrow you are telling. Only thing is you don't tell the paragraphs and things, you just tell few words and sentences in a Vilambit Swara, they call it. Vilambit Swara, like law. You are consciousness. Consciousness is non-dual. Like that. Vilambit Swara. You are telling, why should I attend meditation? That is true, apparently. The purpose of attending is in a saner and quieter moment. You sit for meditation, all those other exercises, observing body, observing prana, and doing japa, all they are meant to invoke a receptive eye. Eye which can receive or absorb the knowledge. That time you are very receptive, absorbed. So when I say you are then consciousness, then you accept, yes, I am that. So Nididhyasana is calling back the knowledge to bear upon my mind. And the mind is receptive, quiet. Except Shastra Chintanam, what all you do before this Nididhyasana is only preparatory means. As I said, observing prana or every technique teacher employs to get that eye, that which should set unconscious straight away. And that is why meditation becomes helpful in the morning, doing Nididhyasana. That receptive eye, you contemplate again and again what you understood at the feet of teacher. And try to own it up. You negate what was negated at the feet of the teacher. Mano, buddhi, ahankar, naham, naham. That negation process. That also is done here. I am not the body, I am not the mind. In a different way. Thoughts come, let them pass. Just be witness. The thought has come. Who is agitated? Mind is agitated. I see the mind. Therefore I cannot be mind. Therefore a mind is different from me. And if the mind is hungry, I don't become hungry. If the mind is agitated, I don't become that nididhyasa. Negation, what I am not, takes place. So it's an extension of Shravanam. He says how to do. Yached vang manasi manasi vang niyached. Okay? So, what is to be done? He says, resolve your vang. Vang means speech. Does it mean only speech? No. All the senses of action and all the sense organs of knowledge. Speech symbolizes all sense organs. You resolve into mind. Resolving into mind is, we saw yesterday. It is in a sense of dezoning them. It is in the sense of discovering them to be the object, not the subject. They don't fall in this category. They fall in other category. That awareness, creating that awareness. Unfortunately, in ignorance, speech or indriyas fall in the category of I. They are not I. To see them to be non-I very clearly is called resolution. So resolve them. That is one way of talking. Second way of saying is speech or ears or eyes. Eyes see, ears hear, nose smell, etc. Hands catch, legs move. That is possible only and only because of me, the consciousness. When I am there, then they can do. Ultimately. But you can say mind. If the mind is not behind the eyes don't see. If the ears are not behind if the mind is not behind the ears, then the words cannot be heard. Exactly like typical Puju scene, The mother will call the daughter to get help in the kitchen. She is watching a TV in the drawing room. So she will call with her second name, family name, Munni, baby, something. She will shout, Munni, baby, no answer. Baby, no answer. Baby, no answer. Baby? Oh, deaf one? Huh? You told me. She'll tell the deaf one. There were no answer, means sound had come. But sound was not recognized. Sound didn't get converted into words or verb and no knowledge took place. Because mind was missing. Eyes are there. Sometimes they are looking that side. On the other side of the road. The friend is standing there. He waves, hey, my friend is looking, hey. And the fellow is blank. Because he is looking at the apparel which is there, which is hanging in the showroom. The mind is not behind the eyes. So if the mind is there, then the form and the name is recognized. If the mind is behind, then only you recognize the voice. Otherwise it's a sound. Like you go to South Tamil Nadu or Kerala, you don't know whether talking, they are loving or fighting. There are a lot of ups and downs in the language. And then the expressions are different. The expressions of the person is different, the context is different. Context is some puja only you are talking, and then there's some two priests come and so you don't know whether they are talking about puja or they are fighting. It's only sound, because mind has no knowledge, mind is not there. Similarly, some form, picture is there, but that picture is blank. So the speech can speak, ears can hear, eyes can see, only if they are backed by the mind. And see, this is the definition of mithya. When a thing is what it is because of something else, then that something else is satyam, this is mithya. Again, difficult question. This tube light we have. So yeah, now it's gone. Tube lights. So it is, tube light emits light, correct? Not on its own. Yes. What makes a tube light a tube light? Yes. Only when it emits light. Otherwise, when it doesn't work, it doesn't emit light, then we have a typical word. Electrician comes, Doko mukh baju. Doko is a wooden plank of wood to wash the clothes in a traditional way. Useless thing, it has no use. That's what it means. When it's working, they say, let us fix tube light. Then when it's not working, you will say, Doko is not working. So tube light is, listen to two sentences. Tube light is tube light only if it emits light. Otherwise it is dokha. It is dokha. But that it emits light is not on its own. Yeah. Its tube lightness belongs to electricity. It is because of the electricity it gets the strength to emit light. Therefore, tube light is mithya. What is mithya? That what it is, that it is because of something else, then that thing is mithya. Tube light is tube light only when backed by electricity. When there is no power, it doesn't say doko. It is working, it is tube light. But then when it stops emitting light, it loses the capacity to emit light, then it is doka. And otherwise it's a tube light. So the tube lightness of a tube light is capacity to illuminate, capacity to throw light. And that tube lightness of a tube light belongs to electricity. Therefore tube light is mithya, is not satyam. Electricity is real. That is called pravilapanam, dissolution. So this vang manasi, the speech, the tongue is a speech only when it can speak. Otherwise it is not a tongue. Eyes are eyes only when it sees. When somebody is all colloquial, bhajiyas, pakodas we had, in childhood. Children don't look properly and mom has so much daily chore work, and then you say, where is my clothes? She would shout from the kitchen, it is there in the second drawer. And then you say, second drawer, no, it is not there. That fellow also shouts. Then mother says, if it is not second, it must be first or third drawer, your brother's drawer. Check that. It is not there. She'll come there. And then immediately, what is this? Don't you see this? And they used to say in Gujarati, Aakho se ke bakora. Do you have eyes or the holes? That's not usual. So, eye is eye if it sees. If it doesn't see, it is what? Holes. This ear is a ear if it listens. That is why Shrotra. What is Shrotram? Shruyate anena iti Shrotra. Shravana sadhanam. So that capacity to listen is borrowed because of mind. Capacity to see is borrowed because of mind. Capacity to smell is because of mind. Capacity to taste. Tongue is a tongue, you only will taste. It happens often when the person is in stress or anxiety or some pressure, thinking something, he starts eating and the wife comes and says, how is it? What you are eating? We finished once helping. Oh really? Give me another. Then that is not a tongue. Well, he was lost. This fellow like that got some pakoras from her wife when he didn't reply. What is it? I'm good, good. After some time he said, after eating, he was eating. He said, how is it? He said so. She said, good. When I cook, it is good only. Next day, she gave, how is it? He just went on praising. Excellent. What a taste. I like. She said, this is prepared by next lady. You like her cooking, not mine. Another question. Why you have bhabhi banai? Tamne badhu bhag. Another. The tongue is, there's a pramilapanam means they are mithya. What is mithya? Whose existence and whose capacity, what it is, depends on something else. It is mithya. Okay? That is mithyatva. Whole world is mithya. India had a prime minister mithya. His prime ministership was borrowed. He went for tooth treatment. Doctor says, open the mouth. Hold on, I'll ask madam, can I open? He never spoke anything. So, mind should back the speech. Then only speech can speak. That is why mithya, resolution of speech into mind. Then, manasi prajna yache. So, resolve mind into buddhi. That means what? The mind is mind only when backed by it. The mind also can comprehend something only when there is a backing of buddhi. It is called resolution. Resolving the mind into buddhi. Buddhi also means karta, the doer. Doer. When the doer is there, then only this thing happens. Doer means I, the jivatma, the experiencer has to be there. Only when the experiencer is there, then only emotions are felt, things are experienced, world outside. So, yachedvang manasi prajnaha tadyached gnanaman. You resolve into gnana. Gnanatma means buddhi. And that is ahankara. Here, gnanatma is ahankara. Ahankara, I should be present behind mind and senses. When the I is there, then only they are active. And the moment I is gone, they are no more working. Momentarily, I gets resolved. Resolve buddhi. When you mana into buddhi, senses into manas, I is resolved. When you sleep, when the I is resolved into sleep, mind is not functioning, not feeling. Senses are also not feeling, not functioning. The mosquito bites, you don't recognize. Eyes. Some people sleep with half open eyes. Sambhavi mudra, you don't know whether they are sleeping or awake. But their eyes don't work. mind don't feel. When the fellow is sleeping, you say anything, nothing goes in. Every child to 8, 12 years, when they are sleeping, they look very cute and sweet. So the relatives always feel like fondling them. They take relief and tell something, chulu bulu puchu puchu puchu. Child doesn't respond. And Indian people have this, not only they express love, but they convey also their feeling. He doesn't listen to me. I have to beat you. Sunta nahi hai, marna hai. Oh, no response. And teenager, if mom says, Mono, what? Like that. But doesn't happen because I is resolved. I is not backing momentarily. This is kshanika pralaya, nitya pralaya of ahankara. Is not backing the mind, is not backing the emotions, not backing the sense organs. Nothing is felt. Either love is felt or ill feelings are also not felt. So this is a resolution. Then Gnanam Atmani Mahati Niyatse. Mahati Atmani Gnanam Niyatse. You resolve Gnanam with Ahankara into Mahat Atma. So resolve Buddhi into Mahat Atma. We have seen Hiranyagarbha. Buddhi means what? Ahankara. Ahankara means what? Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam. Resolve this doer, Karta, Bhokta, into Hiranyagarbha. Now, we may have a question. Swamiji, I can know Buddhi. I know my Ahankara, my Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam. Hiranyagarbha I don't see. Hiranyagarbha I don't know. The thing which I don't know, how can I resolve my buddhi into them? You don't know where to resolve. I want to resolve, but Hiranyagarbha should be alright, available. So, understand, this is figurative resolution, not physical. But to understand that Ahankara, I. No friends, I am Karta, Bhokta, etc. That ego has no real existence. Hiranyagarbha has no ego, total ego you can say. Aham has no ego, should not have ego. Resolve that into, means what? The Ahankara manifests, that Karta, Bhokta manifests in sense of Mamakara. It's mine. Child is mine, house is mine, chair is mine. Mamakara is expression of Ahankara. So first resolve that Mamakara into Hiranyagarbha. How? Hiranyagarbha is samashti which doesn't have ego at all. No ego with Hiranyagarbha. So surrender your ego to Hiranyagarbha. Surrendering means what? Please understand. Surrender to Bhagavan, they keep telling. Bhakti is not an action. Bhakti is attitude born out of certain awareness, certain consciousness. What is awareness that you have? One should have this bhakti awareness. What is awareness? Hiranyagarbha has no ahankara because it has no ignorance. Jivatma has ahankara because it has ignorance. Okay. Nothing, Hiranyagarbha, since it is everything, nothing belongs to Hiranyagarbha. Everything belongs to him, so nothing belongs to him. Similarly, analyze what belongs to you. To give up sense of possessiveness is dissolution of ahankara, in mamakara. The expression of ahankara is I am doer and I am enjoyer. And its extension is this is mine and I don't want this. Some area where you have ownership. something where you possession, the sense of possessiveness is there. That is expression of ahankara. So that you should resolve into totality. How it is resolved to be in totality? That nothing ever belongs to me, including this body or a flower that you offer, his creation. The potential to give this flower, it is his creation. We didn't create the first rose plant. It will give roses. No. He gave us. The capacity to germinate in this form is also given by him. And so whatever I have achieved or I am yet to achieve in a feeling that I can achieve, this is mine. In all that answer is have Ishvara Prabhuti. And own it up. What you are able to do or what you get success you get is nothing but grace. Not mine. Vastu is also not mine. People whom I say they are mine, they are also not mine. Nothing is mine, This thinking, to live in this awareness, nothing belongs to me. That awareness itself is dissolution of me. Nothing belongs to me. The mamakara, the I minus is only transactional. You have to travel. Like in travel, they ask you, which is your seat? My seat is so and so. You always say, my seat. You don't have to say, Atma this time will sit on A5. It is the word. The Atma doesn't sit at all. It did not sit also. But that is a snobbishness. Atma doesn't sit. हाँ सच्चिदानंद घन को कहाँ बैठना क्या करना सभी जगह है हम फिर भी चलो गाड़ी में बैठ लेंगे A4 में 25 नंबर है अब बस ही बोल हाँ क्या करना है that doesn't work. So Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, what I achieved is also grace. I didn't work for it. Yes, I happened to be there at that time. At the right time and right situation, things worked. So to remember or live in constant awareness of this fact, two things. Whatever I do, I offer it to Ishvara. And whatever I am stuck with it or what I get it is again Ishvara. With that attitude, one can neutralize this likes and dislikes. Okay? So, that is the Swabhava, to own up the Atma Bhava, is gone. Okay? Is sublated. So, non-created Hiranyagarbha, Karya Karana, Sambandhavad, that Hiranyagarbha is me, will be discovered. That is called Laya of individual Ahankara into Hiranyagarbha. It's cognitive resolution. There is no physically you have to resolve anything. Ego per se, you cannot resolve into Hiranyagarbha. Ego is not a vastu that you can give it. Yes, Swami, people say, Swamiji, I have no ego. Really no ego. That itself is ego. That's a passive ego. Passive aggressive ego. You want to tell I don't have ego. I am that great that I don't have ego. It's a projection, that image they want. It's not our thing. You cannot give up. It is not your shirt. Remove it and ego is gone. It is you. So start with giving up mamakara. What doesn't belong to me? What doesn't belong to anybody? Everything belongs to Ishvara. That awareness you give up, then it can be done. So, Mahati Gnanam Atmani Niyache. Niyache means resolve. Resolve Gnanam Atmani Niyache Shant Atmani. Hiranyagarbha is the basis for sustaining creation. Then there are two steps, one step in between it is not there. In the state Ahankara is resolved into Hiranyagarbha. But Hiranyagarbha should then straightway resolve into Atma. No, there is in between called Maya, creative power. Resolve Hiranyagarbha into the power called Maya. And thereafter resolve what is left out to Brahman. So, Shuddha Brahman, that is left out. So, resolve Hiranyagarbha, you have to take a krama into Maya, and from Maya, there you can resolve into Atma. Now, it is necessary because Brahman by itself is avikari. Brahman by itself is not subject to modification. How come the ego comes? Ego is born, how come? We are not talking about this person's ego. Your ego I am talking about. So look at yourself. The ego is there. And to remove that ego, he further clarifies here. Maya is an order of Shakti which creates through Ishvara. Why it is called Shuddhatmani, Shantatmani? Shantatma it is called because it is Shuddhatma. It remains Shuddha because it is limitless. It remains Shuddha because there is no other vastu. There is only something. You require some other vastu. To make it dirty, you require dirt. But there is no dirt possible. There is a question of cleaning it. It is Shuddha means Pavitram. And that Pavitra Atma is nothing but you can say is Brahmashraya Maya. Hiranyagarbha is Ishvara, Maya and Sthula Jagat. So, Hiranyagarbhane Mahati Atma means Hiranyagarbhane Ishvare. Ishvare Pravilabhya. You should resolve into Ishvara. How? That he further explains in the next mantra. Uttishtata Yagata Prasadhara Nishta etc. In that mantra here he resolves methodology of Hiranyagarbha into Shantatma. Shantatma means Shuddhatmani. Why it is Shuddha? Because it is not Shuddha because it is made Shuddha. It is Shuddha because Kinchidapi Ashuddhi Karanam Nasti. There is no second cause for making impurity. So Hiranyagarbha is always called Shantatma Shuddha. I think we will see tomorrow. This short class, 5 minutes. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. How can you give up your Atma? So, two things we can resolve that either you do perform action with Ishvara Buddhi. Jivatma is Karta Bhokta. So, perform actions as a Ishvara Buddhi or accept the situation as a Prasad Buddhi. So, you learn to give up yourself.